Welcome, welcome to me. Ha ha ha. Hope this is working. I got to get on another thing to figure out that I'm actually live. So you go tell me. Hey, I am. Okay. Well, anyhow. Let's get rid of the echo. Anyhow. What I'm doing today, strange as it may be, number one is testing out Wi-Fi and how it works from down here. Number two is, did the audio get better because I added a streaming service on it? It said the mic wise that it was getting better signal. I'm testing that out. But my main point was, and even if you can't hear me, you can just turn the volume down and just look at the pretty picture when I'm not in the viewer. That is. Anyhow, let me try something else here. Nope, that does not work. So I was trying to make the view better for me. This is a bouquet of flowers that I have made since I've been doing the YouTube. So this is something you've already seen, but I'm just trying to get this. I cleaned out the storage cabinet, and you can say hi, Rocky, up there above you. Woo-hoo. He's peeking up over the things, but trying to not blur this on you. I really like that fuzzy one that came out. I don't remember what, but it came out really neat. Most of them are just quickos. Then I have a dog barking excessively. I have no idea what she's barking at. I'm not going to go find it. I showed you this. This is just a little twirly, me practicing with scrolls. Got to dig out all this stuff, so bear with me. We don't like something on that. Ooh, screen got darker than it. I thought about doing this with my phone, but no, that's one problem. Got to keep my head in front of that other camera or other light back there. We will kill that. You don't need to see Rocky that much. Well, Rocky's good in the shadows, but that'll keep that from going. There, that's a little better. Anyhow, back to what I was saying before the dog started having a cow. Probably the male. That would be my best guess. She loves the male person. I don't know why, but love would love to. Thinks that she needs to bark enough to where it sounds like she's tearing a leg off. I really like this one too. If I can get that one on there, the way the petals all curled. I was doing more of a slice sideways with the knife blade, and they curled that way. No, this is not going to be all things. This was to dig out this. This is carving numero uno that I did probably when I was about 8 to 10. Before I ever knew what carving was, I decided I wanted to carve a canoe out of cedar wood that I had gotten while we were on a camping trip in Dale Hollow Lake. This was my thing, and my dad helped route out the stuff with a drill, and never did finish it, but it used to have seats in it, but we had it 3/4 done. Let's call it that. While I'm thinking about it, I was telling you all that I'm trying to do this all with no money. My camera stand. I had my mount mounted on this, but it seemed too far away. Nobody's giving me any back input, so but I just felt like it was too far away. If you want me to go back to that, please comment and tell me, hey, no, go back to that distance, because the last two videos were shot on my boom that I created. Bear with me. I wasn't planning on swinging it around here. I was going to use the other one. I created this. This holds my cell phone in here, and this is if you saw the little red dot in there, that was not my a cut on my hand. That was actually the straw sticking over too far. But that's my depth gauge for holding something up to the camera, so I can know that it should be in. It gives it a distance to focus from. A focal point, that's what I was trying to say. Then I'm going to turn the camera. I'm sorry, it's going to get blurry, but that's the setup at the other end. It's just a round dowel rod that this can move sideways on, and I can adjust the height. I can raise it up or lower it down, and that gives me my height of whatever I'm trying to carve at. It's something holding the phone, so I can then carve underneath it. Down here, I can do the carving part down there. Yeah. I've never described my computer. My computer is expensive, but it was not bought as an expense for my YouTube channel. So my YouTube channel was a way to pay for the computer I bought for a reason that never came to fruition. So that's what I'm trying to make money on, and I have gotten dust all over my keyboard. Sorry about that. Drives me nuts. Okay, back to my thing. My first attempt at a spoon, and I've done a few since then, was this one. This was number 1. I did this at the spoon carving class that I was doing. And you can tell how thin I got it right here, because you can, if I go up, you can see the light shining through there. That's how thin that I got it. Yeah, it's not going to be useful, but it was for me, from a learning standpoint. I've got to do a finish coat on it, and I haven't decided what kind I want to use yet. I will probably, and it just left me what I was going to use. I got some extra stuff or wood from the class, so this was number 2. This was just a basic straight spoon, and as soon as I ever think about what I'm going to coat them with, I will put that on there. Oh, mineral oil. That was what I was going to put on. Mineral oil, it can be used as it won't go rancid, but it will seal the wood and make it useful. Then I had 2 other pieces that were in it, and I decided to go with a scrolled end. Didn't work on this one, but it did on this one, and like I said, I kind of gave up mid project with them because they started to get more dried out. They're maple, and once they start getting dried out, you don't really want to carve on them too much. I let them to get too dry. I did do you can tell I was prepared for this. I did a spoon out of pecan. Oh, got it over here. Here's a little short piece of pecan, and it had a knot in it, so I took that knot and made it. Came out really nice for my first time carving pecan. Very much harder than I had planned on. Okay, projects you have seen. I'm going to go through pretty quick because I don't want to cover stuff that I've not finished that are reasons that are not finished. This one because the dog got a hold of it and chewed his foot off, and the arm off. Don't know. I had his pack all worked out and everything. Anyhow, this one I got hanging up. It is a nice spoon, candy cane spoon, and it is 95% done. It means going to the finished portion of it. I have to be in the mood to paint because otherwise I rush and I don't get them done like I want to do them, and that's my reason for that. I have assorted other flowers that are all tangled together. So I'll just drag it up that way. These are from no, these are newer ones. I haven't got to the old ones, but it's amazing how they keep their shapes even. There's one of those with the really tight curls. If I do this again, I'll probably use the cell phone because it gets a whole lot clearer picture. And by all means, if you're bored, fast forward through all the pictures. I'm just trying to get them all on here so someone can say, oh, hey, you haven't showed this one yet. I'm trying to show it all. This is a very poor wood spirit that I was working on out of a twig. Remember I said I was going to keep that one little piece of wood there. Well, see, I started to do a wood spirit in there. But the wood wasn't cooperating with the detail, so that's about all the farther it got. You've probably seen this guy. I had him up on the shelf. It's one that I did in 19. I just haven't got around to painting because, and I'll show you why. This was one of my 2019s that I was doing, and you saw him with out paint. And then when I did the paint, I was not planning on a lavender shirt, and he ended up with a lavender shirt, and I was not wanting that. But he'll peek at you. Hello there. Who are you? Yeah, making fun of my lavender shirt. So I got to repaint that. The rest of him came out pretty good. I'm proud of him. But he stays up here so I can get him repainted. Well, I've had him down here on this one so he wouldn't fall off since the cat decided to climb up there. More flowers. And you can pause if you need to on any of these because I don't see anybody in here live, so I'm just recording this just to see how it records and how it sound-wise. Doing this more for me, and I don't have to edit. Reindeer, deer, whatever you want to call it. It's a fat deer if it's a deer. But it was more of a Rudolphy, but I didn't do a red nose. This was the waving board I made. It's a little easier to see there than it was when I was recording the other time. You can see how thin it got. It's the light coming through. But yeah, that's just a piece of 1/4 inch wide piece of 2x4. So playing around. These are some car ornaments slash Christmas tree ornaments that I was working on. I tried coloring. I colored them with a colored pencils. brain fart in old age. Anyhow, I'd used colored pencils. They came out good, but they tended to fade when I did the other treatment to these that made them what they were. They are air fresheners. If you add essential oil, you can't use the combination of the, I didn't know that at the time, combination of the essential oil and the colored pencil. It makes the colored pencil kind of run. So I have a few of those, and they were designed for hanging from your rear view mirror in the car. It's kind of partial to that one. That one came out nice because of the way the knot in the wood made it look like a thing. No, I don't want to turn on sticky keys. Can't bump things with the box that you're holding. Okay, last one of those. That one I had never put any stuff on. That is more of what they look like before you put the oil on. Okay, done with those. These you've seen. My little crescent moon Santas. Trying to hold it to where you can see him. Anyhow, I have a finished one. Don't bear with me. I'm looking at all the ones that are not finished and that have to be finished. One more of those. That was with a bent beard. Kind of like that one too because it came out that way. Nobody's got a straight beard when they're sleeping. Hey, not that long. Some of these are in the process of painting and I'll just stop there. So, like I said, I gotta be in a mood to paint. Maybe I'll do a painting video and that way you can see what it's like to paint these. Problem is it's 3 and 4 parts. You do one color, you try to let that dry, and then you do another color. And I kind of like the way this one came out, even though our beard wise, because I didn't do the wood burning. I did it with a U-gouge instead, and that made a different or unique beard on him. Then I just did the burning to get rid of any fuzzies down in the corners. I know they all look like they have black eyes, but all that will be painted flesh tone, so that will all go away. Mostly proud of the twirled in the. Like doing twirls. Don't know why. Three-legged dog. Yeah, that's why he ain't finished, because he's got one leg missing. I gotta do him a prosthetic or make him a fully three-legged dog. I don't know. Angel Christmas ornament. Got dust all over it. Fuzzies. Okay. See the other side. I got better. No, you can't see it. Oh. I said, I'm trying to make this too. Okay, little tiny dog. Little puppies. They need to be painted too. I really like the freckly looking on that one. And then this one. Just sitting down. Oh, a few more of these, like that one too. That one came out nice. Air freshener. Tiger lily. I can't remember what the name of the flowers. I think it's a tiger lily. I think that's supposed to be a tulip, but I don't really know, and there's just checkered flag on the back side. I don't know why. A lot of times that's my inspiration for doing things. I really don't know what. The rest of these are just that project, so nothing important that I'm not finished with. We'll get to my favorites and bests. These are all done projects, or I'll say they're done. They're as done as they're probably ever going to get. This is my duck hunter. Took me, I don't even want to say how many years. I don't remember how many years it took me to do this, because I would just stop and move and have to find him again and then put all the pieces together again. But the painting came out the best on that one. I like the way the camo pattern came out on him. And then I didn't think I could repeat that for the second one. I came out with an articulated legs. I can set him back there. Pardon the mess. I got this one where it stands differently. It'll stand forward or back, and his head will position. So you can do whatever you want to do with him. His gun is not finished, but it probably as finished as it's going to get, because I just don't want to mess with him. So see, he'll sit back like this, or he'll look like he's walking. There's that one. I've done wood burnings in the past, and this is going to be probably hideous for you to see, because it's hard for me to see it even on it, but it's a bear and walking in the woods. It's a pretty wood burning, but it was done on, I think this is mahogany, and or very old. Yeah, how this one was done. Ooh, way back in, I think this says 93. I don't know. Maybe 90. I'm not sure. My eyesight ain't as good as it used to be. This is my owl. It generally hangs on the wall, but it was in the cabinet when I was picking up all my stuff, so I brought it down too. I liked it. These are out of a pattern wood burning book. The same wood burning book. It comes with the patterns in them. I don't know where it is, or I'd tell you who the author is, but they came out really good, and it's what I learned to wood burn with. But I have a Colwood detailer wood burner. I've had it for, yes, Molly. You want to say hi to the live? No, you don't want to say hi to the live. This is Molly, so if you hear her in the background, she's got a beautiful pattern on her, but she needs fixed. So she wants to be loved on, but not on her own terms. Anyhow. That one is an older one. Yeah, before I start doing that. This is one of the old ones, probably 8 to 10 years old. That old. and they still keep their no, of course they have lint in them from where they were packed away. I know you're probably bored with flowers. I'm trying to do them kind of in reverse order. These are, now this one was finished, or the orange one, I think I finished in 19. That one, the other one, I don't even know if I've got it dated. No. But it was probably 14 or 15 that I finished it. I'm not sure. I had it. No, gosh, 14. Might have been 2005, somewhere in there. So anyhow, this one, yeah, it's 19. It's one of my newest ones. Differences in I have two of them that I did. This one's with a curled toboggan or Santa hat, whatever spins around, and this one's just a standard. Just was experimenting with different, same pattern, doing something different with it, but it needs to be detailed out on the painting again. I wasn't in the mood to paint, and I got colored outside the lines. You know what that said? Colored outside the lines. See, I got all the boots and stuff. So I got outside the lines, and I got to go back in and had to let everything dry. And when I let everything dry hard to be able to do that, it's hard to go back. Now, this is my wife's first carving. She did it out of a basswood egg. And I think that's a very, very good first carving. And then this was my son's first carving, was a basswood egg also, and he did legal for his mother. So that's the whole carving family there. Us as a family. This is the first one that, beaver wise, I've got a bunch of them up here in stages of completeness. I get into moods where that's all I want to do, but we did this one with actual beaver teeth in the front. But this is mine, or me and Ben doing it together. He helped me with the carving, so that was the first one Ben ever helped me. Yeah, I got to relive those moments with the son because he's now old. This is a very old one, but the first one I tried to do with a patterned beaver tail. It's probably 88-ish, somewhere in there. No, that was probably 94, yeah, somewhere in there, 93, 94. This one is 88 because it's signed as 88. It's back in when I was first learning to carve. I did with the teeth, but I did them all black, so didn't do them with the lighter colored teeth to stand out. This one's a newer carving that I've never finished. It was a piece of butternut I had, and that is actually how big the piece of butternut was, that wide, so I just made his boots curl up. And it's called the Hem Heister, and I never got it finished. Give it to the person that I was going to give it to, but nonetheless. I'm good at that. My first, I think it's my only attempt at doing Jesus. I love seeing them. I love doing them. I didn't like that it was not in the round. It's more of like a Christmas ornament style thing, and it came out really good, I think, but I don't particularly, there's a graven image thing I don't like doing. Anyhow, this goes back into, this is one of the old ones. This is a picture of, and if you're out there, Mark, you ever get to see this, there's a gentleman out there with or you ever see a man smoking a pipe that looks like that, ask him if Jeff Hickman did it. Anyhow, but he rode dirt bikes and he worked at a car dealership I worked at in Ohio, and I made him a pipe, and that is the bike riding, and it looks like it's riding, can ride all the way around the bowl. Anyhow, but it's one of my very first pipes that I did because I wanted to do smooth, and they're very hard. This one is back in the same era is when I decided I wanted to do a pipe, and I was holding it, and I said, oh, hey, I'll just do my hand holding the pipe. And I don't know why I have paper stuff down in this, but I got the fingers pretty cool on that one. I was quite proud of that one. But yes. Armadillo I did back in 94 or 99. I can't tell because it was that poor, but both the ears got broke off of him. Never got it completed, so that's why it doesn't have any finish on it. I got to that point, and that's when they got knocked off. One of my first attempts at Christmas ornaments with a lathe. I didn't finish it because I couldn't get the lathe to cooperate with smoothing it out anymore. It's a very cheap piece of lathe, but I had fun doing it, and that was the moral of the story there. If you have fun doing it, it doesn't really matter. So this is one of the best carvings I've ever done. I did this for my wife and Christmas of 99, so I guess I'll have to get back to doing some, because if it's been since 99 since I did this. I have another carving and I don't know where it's at. Hey, honey, where's my Santa at? No, I didn't see it in there. Yeah. I did a Santa for my mother when she passed away. I've got it back. I used to ride a kneeboard. Some people out there used to take me to a lake and I would go kneeboarding, and this is an actual replica of my kneeboard. I think it was a Magic. I don't remember. But I had a lot of fun. They had a lot of fun laughing at me falling, but I had a lot of fun, period. But it came out almost realistic. I just never finished it because I didn't want to put paint on it. Sometimes you need inspiration. Your inspiration can be as far away as your thumb. Needed to give myself a thumbs up. Very old attempt where I somehow wanted to go with a round beaver tail. Don't understand, but it's one that needs to be up here because it needs to be in the to be completed pile. It didn't need to be in that cabinet up there. Another project I did for my wife because I was just experimenting. This is a butternut and it's a heart. It's hard to see, but all that's one piece, and then this is one piece. And somehow they're supposed to go together like that. But I didn't get that part of the instructions. So I was just kind of like, I'm going to have to think on that. I'll probably just drill through this with a very fine and use something like a toothpick. But I hate to do it because I wouldn't want to break it. Because it's kind of fragile. It's pretty, but it's kind of fragile. Any of these that you want better looks at, please tell me. My favorite Santa that I ever did is a Christmas ornament because the curly beard came out instead of the straight. But it was a particularly good piece of wood that the curves in the when I was doing the scrolls did not we don't know where the Santa went. Anyhow, we'll try to find that and get it on maybe the next video.
You had a shoebox with so many cards.
My unfinished eagle, because I didn't really know how to paint it. And I think I figured it out what I need to do with the painting on it, but he actually came out nice. I got to get the feet though. And I'm terrible at making purchases. I think I've showed you this. So does that come out better on there? Ooh, the lighting's a little bit better where you can actually see it. It looks backwards to me. I hope it's not back. Everything's not backwards to you because it shouldn't be. But it is to me, so I don't know. Because it's not a camera or a cell phone, it's my laptop, so I don't know why everything's backwards. Here's one of my finished Santas. These are all done for my wife. Which tend to be who I carve most everything for. Projects. See how his beard came out straight. He has the actual hat on too, but I didn't like it as much as the curling. I tried to do the curling on this one, and it didn't want to take the detail. I don't know if it was the sharpness of my V-tool or the actual a little more punky wood. I'm trying to come up with a word that you would understand. Spongy wood. Then this one, I didn't like the antiquing on it. It made it look dirty, and didn't know what to do afterwards. But more Christmas ornaments. I do a lot of Christmas ornaments. There's the Santa I was looking for. This is my first time doing the curly hat, and it came out well. I liked it. Just fluttering on here. I know I'm up to 40 minutes, but y'all can fast forward if you don't want to see all this. But trying to get them all on here so you can see kind of the things I've done in the past, and that way you'll know what I'm going to be doing. Characters. These are some very old characters from a Harold Enlow book. I can't remember the name of the Ozark folks or something like that. This one always reminded me of Gomer Pyle, but I actually won an award with that one. I won the Dayton Carvers Guild. I was a member of that, and when I lived in Ohio, his ears are too high, but he kind of made him funny looking. But other than that, my face came out really good. I was happy with it. And it was only like the second, third face I'd done. I don't know. That's more one of the first or second I did. Doing the hats. Oh, that's 95. What I haven't painted down. This is one of the old ones I did. Had difficulty with the hats in the beginning because, like you can see how flat his face was. You got to get that curve of the face, and I didn't have that down there. Gotten better with it. Hey, dude. Like, wow. Got some big feet, don't he? It's hilarious. The dippy hippie. No other Santa. I do a lot of Santa. Because I don't know why. Rudolph. Yay. He came out pretty good. Didn't want to antique him because I wanted him to be bright. But I've never gotten around to putting the things so you can hang him on a Christmas tree. One more of those. And from 17. That's 17. First attempt with glasses. This one is an old one. Back in the early. Made me think of Buddy Holly when I was doing it. Or Roy Orbison, one of the two. Roy Orbison was back on the radio back then. Oh, my first whale. Not my only fish I've ever done, but almost. I've only done two. Well, I know it's a mammal. It's not a fish. This is the only fish I've ever done. And it's flat. It's supposed to be like for a refrigerator magnet. I liked it. It was fun. Then I did here recently. I've done the no, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Oh, me. Allergy. My heart. 1, 2. I should have 3 of these. I don't know where the third one went. I'll have to go investigate. It probably fell off the shelf up there that I was looking at. Then I did this one. I gave my wife, I did this in off camera. It's just like a dog bone, but it's a 2 hearts up and on down, and it lays flat. Just playing with a piece of scrap, and then sometimes I do one like that. Sometimes that's as far along as they get. They don't have to get finished in detail, because the wood started chipping out in the back, and I was like, okay, well, we'll just stop there, because it's just a scrap piece of wood, and sometimes that's all you got is a scrap piece of wood, but you want to play around, go for it. Well, I think that's all I got, guys. I got all kinds of projects started and not finished that I can finish, but I've got a bunch of projects like this that were bought. It's this guy. It's another one of these that I can start on, but I can't get one of these done in the video, because like right now we're at 46 minutes just on me showing you stuff, and I'd have to fast forward everything. Anyhow, if you like the long videos, that's great. If you don't, fast forward through them so you can get to the different parts and see what you need. Hope you enjoyed. Hope the live came out, and if not, this was a total waste of 50 minutes, but hey, I had fun telling you about it. Anyhow, love y'all. Come back and see me. Like, subscribe, you know. Anyhow, leave me some comments. Let me know, hey, did you like something at a certain time frame in the video? I can, or would you like me to do a carving of this one? And if you don't know the name of it, go back in the video to the timestamp and leave me a comment about that, and we'll try to do another one. Have a good one. See y'all later.